got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Niners, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They snap it to Herbert. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. they'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go.
Herbert. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. The kick by McManus is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's... Stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Jackson's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jackson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Hercules Mata'afa there on the tackle.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Herbert now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hercules Mata'afa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
touchdown! DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the 49ers, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rosas now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Taken down, back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone.
Touchdown 49ers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw